And here we go. Michigan State controlling the opening tip. Jeremy Fears Jr., redshirt freshman from Joliet, Illinois. They'd love to establish that inside game with Kohler and Zapawa early on. Akins along the baseline maneuvers. Zapawa in and out. Bilodeau clears it.
And you're right. Michigan State does have a size advantage down low. Bilodeau, Eric Daly are more of your traditional four-man, not your center five-man position. So they lack advantage at the
first shot. Eric Daly's been on a roll, buries it. Sophomore from Florida, came from Oklahoma State at 21 in the win over Oregon the other day.
I mentioned UCLA lacks size, but Eric Daly has an advantage on the opposite end where he could be a little more skilled and take Michigan State's bigs off the dribble.
Always a tough matchup for teams.
For sure.
Swing of the basketball, Michigan State. There's the high screen and roll. Akins all the way to the hoop, right down Broadway.
Thought Akins against USC was a little bit slow to start in that first half. Got his rhythm going in the second half. He started to pick up where he left off in the second half.
Team performance of Michigan leads them in scoring and also in three-pointers. Andrews operating around the perimeter. Done a much better job running this offense the last 5 games during the winning streak. Deep corner three. Akins may have gotten a piece. Michigan State wants to push it tonight.
Yes, you're going to see a lot of that from Holloman, Fears Jr. They push it at every single chance they get to create mismatches in transition.
Kohler back out to Fears, top of the key. Michigan State can knock down some threes. They have not been a great three-point shooting team.
No, they haven't. You know, they rely on their defense to get them easy points in transition, but these last couple possessions have been great for Michigan State to move the ball from side to side and get an easy look.
Tough shot, had it changed at the rim, and here come the Spartans. Akins, got a piece. And the three, Jaden Akins, setting the pace early. It's an 8-0 run.
Already you can see Michigan State's bigs crashing the glass offensively and getting offensive rebound, kicking out to their guards for easy three-point shots. UCLA has to do a much better job of boxing the bigs out.
Andrews with Fears on it. There's the screen from Bilodeau. Doesn't use it, kicks it out. Daly in and out. Cleared by Zapawa, who has been a bit of a surprise, bright spot for them. Already a couple set to check in for Michigan State, and they do that often. Took it away, the steal. Bruins on the run. Defense to create offense. Andrews. Daly the follow off the air ball.
Kind of a broken play, but Daly's able to get the offensive rebound and put it back up. I think he's going to be good in this game, Terry. Daly's going to be very key with his versatility.
Get a whistle as Zapawa made the turn. It's the first foul on Tyler Bilodeau.
Right here, Michigan State off the offensive rebound is getting easy buckets. Another offensive rebound right here. Kick out to Fears Jr. You have to box Michigan State out. They're going to come to the glass relentlessly if you don't box them out if you're UCLA.
Tom Izzo brings 3 new players in. Jace Richardson off the bench. Cohen Carr, Carson Cooper now on the floor. Trey Holloman with Adai Mara, the 7'3" player who's been on fire lately. Holloman gets the roll off the heel.
Yes, Adai Mara he got caught on Holloman, which is probably no.
That was an odd-looking matchup, wasn't it?
He doesn't want to do that. Holloman just took advantage of that.
Yeah.
Was able to get a nice mid-range jump shot.
Johnson, a little bit strong. High into the air goes Holloman. Going to start the break. Get a look at what Michigan State wants to do all night. Get a rebound and just run. Push it.
This is a team that's determined. They didn't like that last loss against USC, so they're coming in here and they're ready to play.
Who had that game on Saturday? It took them a while to get going. Not tonight.
Yeah, and then, you know, obviously it's a different environment. You're coming to the West Coast, but they seem like they settle in pretty good right now.
Adai Mara off the roll, shooting 63% from the field. In the last 4 or 5 games, he has been excellent, really turned things on. Clark with the miss, got fouled in the act. Trey Holloman, that should be for 3 beyond the arc. So it's the early lead for the Spartans for Tom Izzo looking. Went after his team, and it got my attention. I know he got theirs, and you wondered which way this team, these players would go, and they have since won 5 straight games.
Yeah, and they're playing much better offensively too. The ball's moving around. It's not getting stuck on one side. It's not too much individual play. They're really playing great team basketball. It's funny because they beat Iowa, Iowa's one of the best offensive teams in the country. Yes, yeah. But they took a page out of their book and saw how well they moved the ball. And so they're doing the same thing right now, and they look great.
Bilodeau got injured, missed the game. It gave Adai Mara, well, he had to step up, and it got him going. It gave him so much confidence. The last 4 games, been the leading scorer, 13 points a game and 6.5 rebounds a game.
Yes, Bilodeau's been their best player all season long, and the problem with UCLA was they needed a second and third consistent scorer behind Bilodeau to kind of help him out.
Looking up top that time, the Xavier Booker, who's off the bench, tipped out, stays at this end. You know, it takes leadership too, obviously, and that it can be obvious from the start of the year, or that can develop through adversity, through losing streaks and coming back. And it has for the Bruins. Richardson, the son of Jason Richardson, great star from Michigan State, national champ, tipped out, try to control. 3 on the shot clock, got to go. Mara hauls it in. 1 and done. It's not like UCLA is going to walk it up every time. They're going to take their chances, but they can't allow Michigan State to just rebound and go tonight.
Right. And the thing about UCLA they're doing much better is they're getting to their second and third action. They're not just coming down and just throwing up any shot. They're taking their time from each possession, as you can see right here.
Daly. Nope. Mara kept it alive. Cooper controls.
Now Michigan State, on the other hand, they're going to be pushing the tempo and trying to get to that first option real quick right there.
Great lead, bucket, and the foul. What a pass from Fears.
Fears Jr. is probably one of the best guards to dribble in transition. His speed is tremendous. And right there, he was able to get inside the paint with a good bounce pass to Booker.
Clark tried to take it away with the foul, but not strong enough to do that. So Xavier Booker from Indianapolis at the free throw line. It's an excellent free throw shooting team. They shoot over 80% as a team. They did not on Saturday against USC. Bruins fans in the house, but a good contingent of Michigan State fans. Sky Clark behind the screen knocks down the 3 ball.
Did a great job of using that pick and roll off of Bilodeau. When these guards come off the screen with Bilodeau, they don't want to leave Bilodeau. So Sky Clark, Dylan Andrews, they come off the pick and roll, they're going to have easy shots because of the attention that Bilodeau presents.
High screen and roll at the other end. Cooper set it. Fears controlled over to Richardson. Quick, strong step inside. Kobe Johnson with the rebound. So much of the game is that screen and roll and how you defend it and how you read off of it. Clark again. Nope, little strong. Tipped up. Foul on the rebound. We're going the other way. First on Mara.
Right here, Sky Clark knows that teams don't want to leave Bilodeau, so he goes off that screen. He's wide open for a 3. They can get that shot whenever they want, as long as they use that pick and roll to perfection.
Once he knocks down the 3, do you change how you defend?
They can. Then the teams will start switching, and then that's when you got to play cat and mouse game. And if they switch, now Bilodeau has the mismatch inside the post with a guard.
Go either way for Fears here. A couple of guys setting the screen. And another one for Booker. Off the heel, here comes Clark. In Michigan State, we talked about them, the depth that they have and how they spread the wealth. And it's It's kind of the strength in numbers attitude. Mara to the left hand gets the ball over Cooper this time.
Yes, Mara, he got a great feel for the game. You can't teach size, so they found something in Mara this season to give him down low and let him go to work.
Richardson off balance. Fears up top. Cooper can't control. Fill it up. So you can't teach 7-3, huh?
No, you never will.
Plunked in and out. Crowd was ready to explode. 5 players set to check in for Michigan State right now as Jeremy Fears off the glass. One-hand rebound for Mara, who's going to walk it up. A quick spin. Mack gets it. Sebastian Mack and the Bruins on a 7-0 run to tie things up. Reaching a little too much. A foul as Fears trying to press.
I mean, you get a chance to meet Magic. It's like you've known him for a long time, and he always cares and supports about the people that's in front of him, and he does a great job with Michigan State basketball, and he's just an unbelievable person.
Hit it on the head. You do. You feel like you know him, even if you don't know him. Frankie Fiddler now in on the floor. First time, had to let it go with the shot clock running down. Run down in the corner by Kohler. Bilodeau trying to stay with Akins. Kohler, mid-range, a little bit strong, and Tyler clears. Michigan State started the game 6 of 9 from the floor. They're 0 for their last 5 in the last 3 minutes. One-on-one to clear, the rip through, and the foul picked up. Kohler's first.
Bilodeau was getting himself set up for that patented mid-range, face-up shot, and they did it. Michigan State actually did a great job of closing in the gap so he wouldn't turn around and get that shot, but Bilodeau was able to draw a foul off the sweep up.
Versatile guy, though. Tyler Bilodeau averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds on the year, but can take you outside, shoot the 3 as well. There's the bump. He'll go to the free throw line. Kohler, in the span of about 15 seconds, picked up his second foul.
Great recognition by Dillon just to throw it up to Bilodeau right here when Kohler wasn't looking. More teams are doing that more often, throwing that little lob pass into the key because the defense can't really see from behind them. It's a pretty clever play.
See the numbers last Thursday against the Oregon Ducks. It was a big win for UCLA as well. 78-52 the spread in that game. Oregon a ranked team. Impressive win.
For sure. And it was how they got it done with their defense too. Their defense has been terrific all season long, and that game in particular, it just seemed like Oregon could not score the way they wanted to, and they were uncomfortable all game.
First lead for the Bruins since it was 3-2 in the early going. Little pressure off the free throw for UCLA. We've front Akins to Holloman. There's the screen. Zapawa had him open for a second, didn't find him. Akins going the other way. Over Johnson. Hold on. Tough shot. Fade away. Here comes Kobe. Tried to get it over. Taken away. No. One and done again. Spartans have gone cold, which they've done at times this season.
Both teams can have stretches where their offense is not really good, but their defense keeps them in the ball game. As you're going to see with both teams in this game.
Andrews fakes one way, pulls up. Johnson had it. And Kyle gets it over to Bilodeau. Little floater in the lane for Tyler.
Great unselfish play by Kyle to give it a go, knowing that he didn't have a good look at the rim.
Spartans have not scored in the last 4.5 minutes plus. Hooker trying to change that and does with a 3 over Kyle.
Kyle got late on the rotation off the post-up feed and the kick out to Booker. If you're Kyle, you got to get out there a lot quicker because you can shoot that 3.
Tied up at 18. Expected this one to be a good one, and it has been so far. Michigan State started strong. UCLA has come back with their own run. Bilodeau stops, pops. Kyle high into the air, had to push off to get there. They call the foul on William Kyle as first.
I expected a low-scoring game because of both teams' defensive intensity, and so far, so good right now. This is a slugfest right now.
2 intense coaches on the sideline, too, going head-to-head. Holloman working around the screen, a little bit too much for Booker. Another steal for the Bruins. It's what they do. Swatted away by Xavier at the top. Andrews, no. Cooper kicking it out. Here comes Michigan State. Aikens finally finds the handle. Frenetic at times. A little too much here. It was tipped. Nick Cronin can't believe it. Fiddler in and out. Aikens rises. Gonna get a whistle on the floor. What's going on here right now?
What's going on here?
Sebastian Mack, at the end of all of that, picks up the foul.
Physicality play right here by Mack, trying to box Cooper out. That's the type of effort you're going to need to win a game like this. It's going to be no soft play. Everybody has to be ready to get physical, and Mack was trying to do just that on that rebound.
Mara comes back in. That was more than frenetic. That was out of control at some point there. Jeremy Fears Jr., the high school All-American out of Joliet, Illinois. Joliet West High School, which, by the way, happens to be my hometown.
Okay.
Had a nice talk with him this afternoon. Mara averages a block and a half a game. There's one. Big fella wanted it down on the block, didn't get it to him. Johnson got bumped, kicks it out. Daly pump fake. Tipped out, stays here with the Bruins. Want to catch your breath?
This is a lot.
I think we may have to.
They have a tough schedule in conference play, and I think they have the hardest conference schedule coming up soon.
Remaining
schedule coming up soon, so it's going to be very interesting to see how Michigan State tries to be resilient through the schedule.
Projected 3 seed at the moment. Taken away, Fears on the run, all alone. And the easy lay-in. So a bucket, finally something easy for the Spartans. Lazar Stefanovic now in for UCLA. Clark. Mara, one-on-one with Cooper. Gonna back him in. Went the other way last time to the left. Little jump. Wasn't quite the sky look, but we'll take it. Back to the Bruins.
Okay, Mara. Look at this little shimmy. Over the top fake, left hand. That's nice.
7'3", 240 sophomore from Spain, and just really coming into his own right now.
Can't teach size.
No. Wouldn't you like to play one game at 7'3"?
I would love it.
Just to experience it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did all right, though. You did okay. 3 ties, 3 lead changes so far in this one, all tied up right now. Just under 7 left in the first.
And if you're UCLA, you want to continue to look for him because I think he has an advantage over Cooper. And maybe that will create double teams. And Mara's actually a great willing passer too, off the double team.
Daly to spin, the fadeaway was pretty. In and out go. Right off of 2 Bruins, including Trent Perry, the true freshman with West Covina, California, on the floor now for the Bruins. Full court pressure for UCLA.
So right now you're seeing a soft 2-2-1 trap. Just kind of stall their offense a little bit, take time off the shot clock. This is what makes UCLA such a great defensive team because they can do a lot of different things to kind of jack up the game defensively.
It's been Mick Cronin throughout his college career, and not just here at UCLA. I mean, that's where he hangs his hat. Owen Carr, who just can elevate like nobody else, had it taken away, but the foul on UCLA. Eric Daly picks up his first.
Just not that many scoring opportunities for either team. And that's what you expect. It's very difficult to get inside the paint. Both teams are playing terrific defensive basketball. And this is what you wanted, right?
This is it. 17 foul on UCLA. So Carr to the free throw line and gets the first. You know, you come into this game knowing nothing's really going to be easy.
No. And you brought up a good point early on. You mentioned coming off the pick and roll. It's hard to give just a simple feed to your big on the roll, but it's because both teams have their bigs with high hands guarding the pick and roll defensively. So nothing is easy right now.
A number of times, Spartans have had somebody open off the roll here, but the ball pressure, the defense on the ball has been good enough to take it away.
Absolutely.
Mara going to go down low to Clark. Reverse laying. Good ditch from the guy Mara.
Terrific pass and a better cut by Sky Clark. Those are the type of buckets you're going to need to find. Yep, good pass.
The answer at the other end. Richardson up to Cooper for the easy lay-in.
Because the game is becoming so difficult offensively, it's the little things that's going to help you win the game. And like the back cuts and offensive rebound putbacks. Anything you can find to get easy buckets is going to separate you in this game.
Stefanovic looking for room right now. Here's Clark. Fears on him. Mara a little farther away from the bucket than he wants, so he'll try to back in. To the right hand this time, a little strong. Spartans looking to push. Holloman with the miss. Not much going on in the offensive glass for Michigan State right now. Clark, step back. Can't get the shooter's roll. One and done at the other end. Tied up there. Trent Perry reached in and tied up Cooper.
That freshman is tough, man.
This game is not for the timid.
Yeah, if your freshman is doing that, that sets the tone right there. And we all know how tough Trent Perry is. Hasn't got a lot of time, but very tough mentally kid. And he has terrific talent and upside.
Jaden Akins back in for Trey Holloman now for Tom Izzo. They will continually sub in and out, which wears you down if you're the opposing team, but also there's not, at times, I mean, look, they've won 16 of their last 18, so they've made big plays down the stretch, but you don't have that one go-to guy to take over down the stretch.
Well, they do it by committee. You mentioned it. You know, they go 5 in, 5 out. If you're a player on Michigan State, you want to give everything you got because you know you have 5-6 minutes of spurt and somebody else is coming in for you. So there's no reason why you shouldn't conserve all your energy.
Lazar Stefanovic, deep corner three, his first bucket of the game. And the lead back to UCLA. Richardson with the answer. Nope. Mara tipped it out. It'll be Michigan State basketball. Tom Izzo up and upset about something with the officials. Akins. Perry holds That's the thing about not having that one guy down the stretch. Tom Izzo makes the point, well, the other team doesn't know who we're going to either. So we're not easy to defend.
Oh, that would help, right?
Yeah. Mid-range jumper good.
Bilodeau's probably one of the best bigs that can shoot that mid-range jump shot right there.
Calling the miss, the follow by Zabawa.
Zabawa gets that follow back, but Bilodeau's side pick and roll is very lethal because he can stretch you out and shoot the three. He can go to the mid-range and shoot. Continue to use him in the pick and roll. You're going to get a lot of good things out of it.
You've got to honor all of that as a defender. He's got 6 in the game. Leads it, can't control it. UCLA, another turnover. Gives it back to the Bulls. The zone got him going in Hollywood.
Sky Clark making Marin with the lob looking like Magic and Kareem. And like I said, you can't teach size, so you give him down the basketball, he's going to have whatever he wants. You're going to start doubling him. They have shooters around him, and it just opens up for everybody.
It wasn't getting the minutes earlier in the season, single digits in terms of minutes, just making Mick Cronin make him play at this point. Perry with the miss. Michigan State on the run. UCLA, by the way, is taking care of the basketball. Only 2 turnovers to this point. The Spartans have turned it over 5 times. Booker out front finds Richardson, the floater. Nope. I don't think Mara jumped that time, did he?
He didn't need to.
3rd rebound of the game. Looking for Clark again. Well defended. Swing it. Stefanovic. Clark at Bilodeau. Going to use him, though. Got hit. Taking it to the hoop. He'll go to the free throw line. Little hesitation in the burst.
Yeah, it's terrific patience by Sky Clark, but Bilodeau, because he's able to post, it was like another screen in the paint, which drew the foul from Booker.
First on Xavier Booker. So Clark to the free throw line. 71% there on the season.
Another reason that makes UCLA so good is because of their guard play. Moments you're going to see Sky Clark have his moment, and he can score and play make. At times you're going to have Dylan Andrews, Kobe Johnson, Sebastian Mack. They have a lot of different guards that can kill you from the outside and get downhill, and their depth is what makes them special.
Illinois, Louisville, now here in Westwood, the numbers throughout his college career. Largest lead of the game for UCLA. Where's the answer if you're Michigan State offensively?
That's kind of something that they've been struggling with. Is, you know, their defense has always been good, but offensively they get through these scoring droughts where they're kind of looking for anybody. Right there, just a bad possession right there.
Looking for Aikens, and he got stopped by the defense. The 7th turnover now for the Spartans.
But to answer your question, I think it has to be Aikens. I think Aikens is capable of putting on good scoring output when he's aggressive.
Tom Izzo talked about, you know, they don't have that one score, but he loves this team. He loves how close they are. He loves how many guys give them solid minutes. Went to Spain, an overseas trip in the summer, became closer. Aikens thought about it. Back out front to run the show. Holloman. That defense around the screen again to show. Get back to your man. Swing it. Aikens. 2 defenders come out and they throw it away again. That's just a great UCLA defensive possession.
That is what you want to show anybody that wants their team to play defense at a high level is watch that clip right there. Watch how they're all tied in together. They're all in the gaps. They're communicating on the pick and roll. The bigs are showing. You saw Morris show with his hand. He's moving his feet. I mean,
that's a clinic right there.
Oh, my God.
If you're Nick Cronin, you keep that piece of tape right there.
Yes, unbelievable.
Under 2 minutes here in Pauley. Mara and the foul. We'll see who picked it up.
I mean, look right here. I mean, Sky Clark gets through the screen. Mara hedges out. They got their hands up. Savanovic comes out. They're scrambling. They're rotating. I mean, that's just great defensive possession right there.
I mean, it was team defense the entire possession. Clark created space. This place is hopping.
Yes, and they've been doing a great job of getting the ball to the second side, looking for their second and third options. Sky Clark is having a terrific stretch right now. Mars having his moments. The reason why they're up 8 right now.
Set up out of the timeout, trying to get it down low. Cooper and the whistle and a foul on UCLA. It was 15-8. Michigan State got off to a great start at about the 14-minute mark, and since then UCLA on a 26-11 run.
I think Tom Izzo is just trying to find anybody that's willing to take the initiative on the opposite end and be better offensively for this team, because they need somebody to step up there.
Yeah, it's a catch-22, and come tournament time too, you wonder. As Carson Cooper gets the first, the junior from Jackson, Michigan, at the line. Once he gets to tournament time, it might not be the plan, but coaches tend to shrink that roster, the minutes and the bench. I don't know if that will happen with Izzo and with Michigan State, but it normally does. Mara, the lead for Perry, got bumped. We'll go to the line.
I'm really impressed with Mara's passing ability. I mean, for a 7'3" big to pass like that and have a good feel. Terrific vision. I mean, look at this bounce pass. It's right on time, on target to Trent Perry.
He's giving you a little bit of everything tonight, isn't he, Mara?
He is.
And has lately. So to be Perry at the free throw line.
You can tell the bench feeds off of Mara's play. I mean, every time he makes a play, the bench gets so excited. And whatever Mara does to his teammates, it's contagious. And
bit of a character. Every time you talk to Mick Cronin about him, there's a little smirk on his face.
Terrific kid.
Played on the under-18 national team in Spain. And not sure what the delay is. Back out here. So I think somebody had maybe some blood that they had to take care of. Perry, 84% from the line. Back in Kobe Johnson for Stefanovic.
For a freshman to play in an environment like this is pretty big time. This is not, your ordinary game. This is a huge game playing against a powerhouse team. And he's showing no fear out there, Trent Perry.
Booker, that's a long three off the heel, long rebound. Kobe Johnson clears it. They'll walk it up. Got to be a different sense playing in the Big Ten this year too. I mean, fans talk about being on the West Coast teams, but the road trips that you take, the other buildings you play in, and then when you come to your place too.
We'll go to a pick and roll right here. Sky Clark, let's see if he gets something out of it.
Looking for Bilodeau. Well defended on the switch. Johnson, shot clock running out. Nope. 5 seconds left. Booker on the run, looking for something before the break. lost it out of bounds, knocked out, stays here at 1.4 on the clock. 30 years on the bench at Michigan State. Talked about the last time these two teams played here in 2003. Tom Izzo was the head coach. Steve Spartans gets something here, 1.4. Aiken, space, nope, and that'll do it. End of the first half. It's been the halftime report coming your way.
With their bigs was a high, and I think he may have to be a little more aggressive in the post, you know, to get some easy baskets in the paint.
It was Spears and Aikens, this man, who took over in the second half, tried to get it done against USC, and Jaden Berry's the first one.
And I mentioned to you, Aikens in the first half, he's probably got to be the guy that has to be a little more aggressive too, but Michigan State does a great job of moving the ball side to side. They just got to start going downhill now after they move it a couple times. Mentioned
UCLA created 8 turnovers in the first half. They only turned it over twice. Bilodeau, the shot clock down to 6. Tough shot, challenged. Here come the Spartans. And maybe create some easy ones in transition too. Reach and the foul on Tyler Bilodeau. That's his second.
Right here, good setup play by coming off the pin down by Aikens, and just a great out of timeout plays. And I got a chance to watch them against USC, and every time they came out of timeout, they always had great offensive execution. Tom Izzo does a great job of doing that. It's when they get into the half-court set offensively is where they get stagnant.
Bilodeau took it away, tipped it, control off the out of bounds. I mean, that's another forced turnover that if you're Tom Izzo, you cannot be happy about that.
But look, if you're Michigan State, you're still in good shape. You're only down by 4 as Eric Daly shoots for 3, but
and the reach. With all that, that's Michigan State.
With all that being said, you're only down by 4, you know. So, like you said, if they push the tempo a little bit more in transition, get some easy baskets, maybe that can help them a little bit on offense end.
It's a great point. You have a feeling that UCLA, especially for most of the first half, since that first 5-minute mark, has controlled this game, and yet you look up, it's a 4-point game. The easy lay-in. First bucket of the game. Spears using the screen. There's the rolls of Paula, and they switch on that. Shimon wants it down low on the block, and they get it to him. There he is. Guarded by Bilodeau. The spin. Kohler. Easy little lay-in.
Yeah, I think Michigan State can do more of that. We talked about Bilodeau and Daly are not your traditional 5-man. They play more of a 4-man, you know, because of their height, but they have the size advantage where they can shoot over the defense really easy.
It was the first bucket of the game for Kohler, and now he blocks this one out of bounds. Denies Clark. Carson Cooper coming in off the bench for Michigan State. Got an easy lay-in the last time. We'll see here again, although Johnson rushed it and missed it. Going to go back to Michigan State. Getting looks on the out-of-bounds plays.
Yeah, they are, and those are baskets that if you're Michigan State, you don't want to give up too easy.
Tom Izzo not happy on Saturday with the defense or the rebounds. So the second half brings him right through the hands of Aiken. Unforced turnover that time. And double figures in terms of turnovers already. Bilodeau off that screen. Berry's with 3. He's got 8 in the game. Cooper doubled down on the block. Loses it. Nothing is easy right now on the offensive end for Michigan State. Bilodeau isolated with Kohler. Inside. The rebound. The largest lead of the game for the Bruins.
Look at the defensive swarming by Bilodeau and Johnson using their hands and defending without fouling. Then they get out in transition, but what I'm impressed is how patient Bilodeau is and just taking his time, gets to the paint, gets to the middle of the floor, and is able to get it in one play.
We talk about John Wooden all the time when we come here to Paulie. What was the old say? Be quick, but don't rush.
Yep.
Three-point play the old-fashioned way for Bilodeau. Making it a habit, getting the double figures. Spin, Kohler, blocking foul on the drive. Little bit late getting there is Tyler.
Kohler just spins towards the baseline, and like you said, Bilodeau was late. But in my opinion, I think Michigan State has to do more of that. They have to continue to get downhill. They do a great job of moving it to side, but there's no point of moving the ball side to side if you're not going to go north and south or downhill to create opportunities for yourself to score.
By the way, that's the third foul on Tyler Bilodeau. So he'll go to the bench. And Mara comes back in. Mara had a really good first half. But it does change things, what you have on the floor for UCLA.
It's a little bit option. It's a little different option off the pick and roll. You know, Mara's more of a pick and roller to the basket, where you have Bilodeau. He's going to be more of a pick and pop threat. Either one is still two great options to have offensively.
Kohler 83% as a team. Michigan State shoots over 80%. Much better than they struggled a bit at the line against SC. There's that isolation. Finally, little help. Andrews letting it fly. Buries the three-pointer.
That's great offense by UCLA.
His first bucket of the game. Quick hands taken away by Daly. Wants to run. Eric Daly, who Mick Cronin calls the most dedicated player that he's ever been around. In terms of his hours in the gym, in terms of his diet, how he spends his hours, his rest. Mara up top, no. Fears.
UCLA's doing a great job of getting back defensively in transition. That's causing Michigan State problems, because that's what they do well, is to score in a hurry in transition. But UCLA is getting back, and they're getting their defense set.
Quick spin by Kohler. Nice move. He's got 6 in the game now. It's a 9-point UCLA lead. 3 Spartans set to check in. Andrews wide open. Daly thought about it. No. He and Andrews work that pick and roll. Whistle and a foul. Play for the Bruins and be a part of that legacy.
It's a great privilege to play for UCLA, and just the pressure that it brings. It's good pressure, right? You know, it's not like you have this, and there's another thing when you're not as aggressive and they're unforced, and that's what you're seeing a lot from Michigan State. And I know that's got to be driving Tom Izzo crazy.
Daly, give it up to Andrews. They switch back again. Mara finds Johnson in the lane. There's that look, that pass again from the big fella.
Mara, just his ability to find his cutters has been great all game long.
The other aspect of the defense for UCLA, Michigan State is one of the best teams in the country. Getting out and going, fast break points. They've only got 4 fast break points tonight.
Yeah, but they can't get set up because UCLA is back on the defense, and they're getting set up defensively themselves.
Yeah. Second foul on Sky Clark coming around the screen trying to defend. 3 team fouls on each here in the second half.
And that's an obstacle that Michigan State has to kind of overcome, because USC did a great job in transition against them defensively. Tonight, UCLA is doing that. Now, when you're set offensively in the half court, you got to find ways to score. And it's just been tough for Michigan State to find buckets in the half court set.
On Carr, pull up over Daly, nice along the baseline. He's got 4 in the game. Sophomore from Georgia. Andrews looking for room between the legs. Going to kick it out. Clark felt it in the first half, a little strong this time. Carr, not against the 7-3 defender. Blocked again by Mara. Stays here.
It's not just his offense, but Mara's ability to protect the paint and using all bit of his wingspan. And we all know about Carr's athleticism too.
You forget he's 7'3". You think he got the edge, and all of a sudden the wingspan comes into play. His second block tonight.
Exactly.
He's going to come out and defend, now recover. Holloman. Nope. Fiddler can't save it. Back to UCLA. It's just in the half-court set. It's just very little rhythm for Michigan State.
That's just not much they're getting out of their guards to get inside the paint. But, you know, you have to give UCLA credit because they're clogging it up in their gap defense and helping each other out.
Neither team has lit it up from beyond the arc. Daly was trying to change that. Fiddler high into the air with the miss, or the rebound. Starts the break. Frankie, blocking foul call on Daly. The crowd doesn't agree. Second on Eric.
One of the few opportunities Michigan State has to push the basketball.
What do you think?
That's tough. Yeah, that's a tough call.
That glancing contact, you're usually going to get that call, even though it was there.
But you already see, Terry, the asserted effort for Michigan State to try to hurry up and score in transition because they're just not confident right now in the half-court set. And they got to do more of that as soon as they get the rebound on the defensive end and continue to push and try to get easy buckets.
First miss from Michigan State, 8 of 9 from the line tonight. It's an 8-point UCLA lead. Mara, who does give them another option on the offensive end now. And the way he's playing, even hand with that jump hook, not this time. This man needs to get it going too, maybe. Case Richardson, the guy who can. Holloman, the floater. Cooper, nope. Whistle and a foul. Going to go in against UCLA. Eric Daly is going to pick up his third for Mick Cronin's squad. Got tangled up. The 5th team foul as Trent Perry comes in. Dylan Andrews takes the seat. Sebastian Mack, sophomore from Chicago, also in. As is Zapawa from Michigan State. Daly got a piece. Advantage. Richardson over Johnson. Made it a tough shot. Carr high into the air for the rebound. Jace, contact, can't get it to go. They'll go to the free throw line.
That's Jace's play right there. He loves driving to his left, and I see him do it a few times in his last game against SC. He was able to convert. This time not. But maybe he's the guy that gets it going, like you said, Terry.
But better attacking action.
For sure.
On the half court.
They need more of that, absolutely.
Kobe Johnson picked up his first. Richardson gets the first to go. 85% free throw shooter, which is in the same area as most in this Spartan club. Talk to the coaching staff from Michigan State. It did take a while to figure out the rotation, to figure out all these parts and how they were going to fit together, and it led to a couple of early losses.
Mac.
Off the glass to the free throw line he goes. The Bruins have had an answer every time tonight.
Mac does a great job of getting downhill, but more importantly, creating contact with his body for a better angle at the basket. Just creating contact right there for an and one finish.
Protect the ball, the body control, high off the glass. What a move.
Impressive finish.
Zapawa picked up the foul.
Just tough for a big to block your shot when a guard is coming into your chest.
And not foul.
And not exactly. And Mac did a great job right there of doing that and creating a better angle for himself.
Kind of shut down that opportunity when you take it right out of big, right?
Yep.
The other end, Richardson trying to do the same thing.
Yep.
Twice in a row.
Absolutely. That contact right there is creating it. You get that call anytime you want when you're the initiator as the offensive player.
Could have been on Stefanovic, but they called Mac for his third. So Sebastian picking up three, stays out there. Teams in the bonus. Got the first. Just a thought, just think about that halftime show. A bigger halftime show was Magic going over to Kareem. Saying a lot. You could not get a camera close to it. There were so many people around.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
That was pretty cool.
That's big time.
Two of the legends in Paulie tonight. Jace got both of them.
Jace is showing a little bit of fearless into the basket, Terry. He seems like he's trying to be the guy to pick up for the offense for Michigan State.
That's been the answer the last couple of trips. They get within 6. William Kyle gets it to the true freshman. Got to go. 5 on the shot clock now. Step back, Johnson. Nope. Gets the tip. Forces the issue and gonna draw a foul, go to the free throw line.
A slugfest, you know, from top to bottom. And what I love about the Big Ten is the bottom teams can beat the teams at the top, so there's just no nights off.
And by the way, a West Coast trip is no easy trip, as Michigan State's finding out here. Kobe Johnson, the miss on the first. You and I were talking in the break. It seems like this should be a bigger lead for UCLA.
It should, right? And they're on Michigan State's only down by 7 points. I mean, they got to cut back on their turnovers. It's 12-2 in their turnover department. I'm sure they got to be better in this next 11 minutes. But if you're Michigan State, you have a lot to look forward to because you're still in this ball game. You just got to get some really good, easy points in the paint.
Holloman up top. How about that? The elevation from Cohen Carr.
That's what they're going to need. They're going to need more of that getting downhill and creating those opportunities for themselves.
He gets up so quickly. See if that's a spark. Stefanovic inside, spins, gets the shooter's roll. Got 5 in the game. Carr, by the way, had a dunk against Minnesota that still shaking your head over.
That was a horrific dunk.
On the baseline, stepped out, turns it over. 13th turnover for the Spartans. Watch this.
Rejecting the screen by Holman, but the lob was impressive. I feel like Cohen Carr gets one of these ducks a game. That's just like he just almost hits the rim.
You're right. It's inevitable.
With athleticism.
Right there near the top.
40 dunks.
Yeah.
Wow.
He'll go to the bench right now. The time is over. Only created a couple of turnovers, as you said. The defense turned that up a little bit. And the foul on Booker. All right, we mentioned it. We're going to bring it to us. Take you back. Tuesday, watch this. Oh, listen to this. That's where if you're a defender, you just kind of run the other way.
I just love the reaction. You could just throw it up to him wherever you want, and he will catch it.
He's going to go get it.
Yep.
Clark at the other end. We approach the 10-minute mark. Think about the ups and downs in a season, and during that 4-game losing streak that UCLA went through. I know most of it was on the road. Michigan game was here, so there are reasons, but to survive that and turn this around and perhaps on the verge of winning 6 in a row is really something special. Credit to the kids, credit to the coaching staff too.
For sure. They showed a lot of resilience, and they look like a threat now to trying to take in this Big Ten conference themselves.
Booker took a look at the shot clock. It's down to 2. Got to go. Akins lets it fly. Nope. Chase Richardson not up here, so he got numbers. This one tipped, though. Here's got a piece. Richardson, you see him, bottom left corner. Yeah, they're going to blow the whistle. He's shaken up. He was slow to get up after that exchange along the baseline.
Hey, Trent, you good, Trent? Hey, keep right up, Trent.
So he'll go to the bench. Take a look if you'd see it. Oh, ran into his own guy, ran into Booker. Wow. So Frankie Fiddler back in for him.
Tough.
Jeremy Fears running the show. Trying to get Akins the ball off the screen. Does. Over Johnson. Got it. Set up. Had a time to set that up for Tom Izzo. They get exactly what they're looking for.
Great floppy action. And that's just 2 guards coming off their bigs off the pin down from a down screen from the paint. And Atkins was able to come up to the wing and get an easy 3.
Atkins in double figures now with 11. That ball was tipped to the backcourt. No violation. Bilodeau. In and out. Akins high into the air for the rebound. UCLA back on defense again. Stop at the break.
See if they can get that same action for Akins to get open again.
Johnson got a piece. More of it right now. Somehow Akins able to get the ball back to his point guard. Fears left alone. Nope. Fiddler the rebound and the foul. I believe Mara picked it up. Bilodeau's out there with 3. We'll see who they whistle. Yeah. It is on a Mara.
It's a great effort by Filler to stay into the paint and use a shot fake to get a foul. But again, Michigan State is still in this ball game, and you would think they're down by more, like you mentioned. But their defense has really kept them into the game all game long.
Fiddler gets the roll. Senior from Nebraska. Spent 3 years at Omaha, and now his first year at Michigan State. Hasn't shot the ball as well as he can. Gives him other things. In and out, miss.
It's a big possession for UCLA to kind of stop Michigan State's momentum.
The lead down to 4. Mara isolated down on the block. The spin, how pretty is that? Couldn't finish though. He's got some moves though.
He does.
Spears looking for help. Nope. Threw it right to Andrews, taken away. Dillon on the run, creating contact up top the block by Aiken. Jaden trying to finish at the other end. Doesn't get the call, does get the bucket. Smallest lead of the half now. It's down to 2. Michigan State fans back in it. And on their feet. What's the answer for UCLA now? We'll see. Clark got Aikens off his feet. Tough shot once he did that. Cooper on the run. Blocked with the foul on Johnson. We can't believe it. Gonna plead his case, but that's the second on Kobe.
Aikens coming to the basket, strong finish over that footer, but doesn't matter. He needs to capitalize on it. These next 7 minutes, you got to be much better offensively more.
Carson Cooper's got the first one. So cuts the lead to 1. Michigan State shooting about 50% in the second half. They're at 35% in the first half. So not just lately the better defense, but better offense as well. And we are all tied up inside Pauley Pavilion, approaching the 7-minute mark. Knew it was going to be a good one. It's turned out to be.
This is where Sebastian Mack is really aggressive when they need a basket. I expect him to get downhill right here.
Jay Holloman trying to stay with him. Matched up around the screen, fights around it. Swinging, Kobe Johnson off the mark. High into the air is Daly. Sets up Bilodeau, contact no call, tipped out. It's going to stay at this end.
Now you're seeing UCLA not getting inside the paint. Before it was Michigan State having trouble getting inside the paint, but now it just seems like UCLA is starting to settle outside for jump shots and not putting pressure on defense by getting inside the paint.
Booker goes to the bench. Michigan State goes a little smaller. Way off the mark is Mack. A foul on the rebound, positioning. So it's going to be on Carr, and that's his second. Yeah, just wrapped him up. Still going to argue, though.
Yeah, of course.
Players are going to, yeah.
It's never a player's fault.
No. Daly with the first. We talk about effort and intensity, but there's poise that comes into play too for a team to win these games down the stretch.
Yes, and you're gonna have to see it right now, because this is gonna be very important for both teams to not turn the ball over and to get great shots out of the offense. You gotta imagine something for Aikens.
Deep corner, weak side right now. Guarded by Mack. There's Holloman around the screen. 5 on the shot clock. Lost it, scrambled, gets it back. Gotta go, let it fly. No. Daly with the rebound.
Not a great possession right there for Michigan State.
No.
Right now, UCLA, they have to capitalize. They have to get something going now.
They've gone cold. They've missed their last 8 from the floor. 2 at the setup. Bilodeau wants it. Floats out now. Corner. Mack with Carr on him, back in. Spin, taking away the strip and the steal. Fiddler ahead of the pack, and the lay-in. Defense to offense, we're tied up again.
That's what Michigan State does really, really well. Not much driving room for UCLA to get into the paint because they're switching, they're helping each other out, clogging the paint up right there, using their hands.
The block, the tip, out of bounds, Bruin basketball. That last turnover, the first UCLA turnover in 22 minutes.
I mean, Mac tries to ISO on Carr, but Filler was right there on the steal, on the gap, and just an excellent read by him. And another easy basket for Michigan State in transition.
So UCLA, which is taking care of the basketball against Tom Izzo's defense tonight, doesn't want to start turning it over down the stretch here.
Yeah, you can't go one-on-one against a Michigan State team. This is where you have to move the ball, but you have to try to somehow get downhill. They're just too good defensively for you to go one-on-one against.
Clark around the screen, brings it back off the glass, way off. Fiddler controls. Whistle and a foul. They get Johnson? They did. And that's 3 on Kobe Johnson. And the 10th team foul. Go to the line, shoot 2. See Tom Izzo go right out and grab Peters right there. Right after that, a little teaching going on right away, and then some.
I love Tom Izzo.
So the Spartans 10 of 13 in the second half from the strike. They were perfect, 5 of 5 in the first half. Six ties, 5 lead changes. And the lead, incredibly, here in the second half. It's out of Michigan State. Bilodeau has wanted it the last 4 or 5 trips. Going to get it this time. Will draw the foul on Cooper.
It's a great play call to give it to Bilodeau. He's been great in that area, and I thought he did a great job of getting into the paint, creating a shot fake, and drawing a foul, but they can get more out of this. They continue to give him the basketball.
He was isolated the last 3-4 trips and calling for the basketball. They weren't able to get it to him.
Well, I think he has an advantage against the bigs. He's quick enough to get around either one of Michigan State's big that they put on him. So it'd be interesting to see in the last 4 minutes and 30 seconds what Mick does with his offense if he gives him the basketball a lot more down the stretch.
So he ties it up with the free throw. Tyler's mom played in the WNBA. Dad played for Montreal Canadiens. Another lead change. Little pressure from the Bruins. Token though. Akins. Contact. Bilodeau hit the deck. No call. So fresh shot clock for Michigan State. Fears calling out what they want to do offensively. Jaden, first step, high, off the glass, great finish.
Yeah, so it's a terrific recognition by Akins to not settle for that 3, but put the ball on the floor and is able to get an easy layup to his left.
This has become, in the second half, kind of a half-court. You get to tournament time, and with the good teams down the stretch, that's what it becomes.
Yeah,
it's physical.
Yep, this is what you're going to see. It's going to be grinded out basketball, trying to get easy. You ain't going to be able to get easy baskets down the stretch. Everything's going to be worked for.
Bilodeau, that's the option he was given. Nope. Timber's had some big rebounds here in the second half. And again, they'll walk it up, set up half-court offense.
Watch Akins on the right side right there.
There he is, guarded by Daly. Going to take it strong inside the up and under. Saved by Carr with right two. Dylan Andrews. Stefanovic left wide. They had missed their last 10 field goals. It was the last. Timeout taken. Paulie, everybody on their feet. Two now.
Yes, their offense have been much better in the last 5-6 minutes of this game. And you got to give Tom Izzo a lot of credit for staying with it, not dropping their head even when they were down. But like you said, they were able to create easy opportunities on the defensive end that led to easy opportunities on the offensive end.
Little zone out of the timeout for UCLA. It's been Jaden Akins, this man, their leading scorer, who's led the way here with 10 points in the second half. Fiddler pops up for three, short. Scramble on the deck. Who's going to come up with it? People just throwing the opposition out of the way right now. Akins, tough shot underneath. Followed by Kohler, up and in. He's got 8 in the game. I don't know how to describe that last possession.
No, you can't. I think Mick did a great job of playing zone, knowing Tom Izzo was going to have some type of offensive execution, and they just weren't able to get the offensive rebound off the zone.
They go to Bilodeau, the leading scorer. Step back, tough shot. Kohler defending. And Michigan State content to walk it up now.
So now UCLA's back into a man-to-man. See what Michigan State does to capitalize on it.
Swing it to Akins. Just hung in there here in the second half. Would not go away. 5 on the shot clock. They run it all the way down. Fears. Right-handed leaves it up for Miller. Not in time, though. Shot clock violation. 15th turnover by Michigan State tonight. And Magic shakes his head. Watch Sky. Just throw him out of the way here. Spears kept it in. And eventually the scramble inside. And the bucket. Bruins fans want a bucket here. Mara. Strip, got it back. Where's he go? Right hand. Fears the loose ball rebound.
Man. This is terrific.
Oohs and ahs from the crowd.
Oh my God, this is so good basketball right now.
Timeout, Michigan.
My guess is that they do some type of action for Akins off a screen or pin down to try to free him up for a three.
There he goes around those two. Could choose either side. Out to this side. Kohler. Bilodeau on him. Kind of rushed it. Got it back though. Back to the Bruins.
Yeah, I thought he got away with the travel, but they was able to call it.
Couldn't hear the whistle. It's been loud in here tonight. And Nick Cronin wants to talk things over right now. With basketball, 22.4. Shot clock is off. It does come down to this. Shot clock off, 22.4 to operate in. And it'll be Andrews setting things up. Here we go. Clark. Started by Akins. Gonna run it down, take this last shot. Daly. Inside. Trying to get the contact with the bucket as he elevated. 2-point lead, Bruins. 7.5 remaining. It's not over yet.
Just a great play call with Mick. Iso and Daly going to his left. It's a tough finish right here. Really tough finish right there.
It's a tough finish over Cooper, but you got Carr who can elevate coming over to help too. Over both of them. So what's the answer, Magic? Where are you going? All right, you know option number one, Aikens coming off either way of those screens, but you can't count on that.
Well, I think they have to take the ball out on the other side, which is going to be
Yeah. You got 7.5.
Yeah, you're going to probably waste about a few seconds before you get to the half court. But if you're Fears Jr., you got to go right away.
There is no UCLA pressure to try to take more time. Little bit now. Fears finally picks it up. Here we go. Around the screen, forces the issue. Aikens gonna let it fly. Jordan, so that's it. UCLA, the winner here in Poly tonight. Chance at the end beyond the arc to win it and came up short.
Thought this was a good look by Aikens. But better contest by Dylan Andrews to get back into the play. Just wasn't able to capitalize on it. But Eric Daly,
the game winner, Eric Daly Jr. over two defenders.
Gotta give him credit for that finish right there, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What a game. 8 ties, 8 lead changes back and